In a world consumed by chaos and uncertainty, the search for inner peace and strength has captivated the minds and hearts of countless individuals throughout history. One of the most profound philosophies guiding us on this path is Stoicism. Among the Stoic philosophers, there stands a figure whose teachings and wisdom continue to inspire and enlighten us to this day. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, devoted his life to exploring the principles of Stoicism. He held the belief that true freedom and happiness could be achieved by mastering one's own mind and emotions, no matter the external circumstances. During his life, he formulated 7 Stoic principles, which, when embraced, empower you to face life's challenges with unwavering strength and tranquility. In this video, we will dive deep into these 7 principles, as outlined by Epictetus, unveiling the timeless wisdom they hold. Let these principles be your guiding stars as you walk the path toward a life where nothing can disturb your inner peace and happiness. Principle number 1, the dichotomy of control. Epictetus once said, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." The first and perhaps the most essential principle in Stoic philosophy, as described by Epictetus, is the dichotomy of control. This powerful concept centers around distinguishing between what is within our control and what is beyond it. By doing so, we liberate ourselves from unnecessary worry, anxiety, and frustration. Imagine a ship navigating dangerous waters. While the captain can control the ship's direction, he holds no power over the weather. The wise captain focuses on the elements he can control, such as the ship's course and safety measures, while accepting the uncontrollable factors like storms. Similarly, in life, many things fall outside our control. The weather, other people's actions, the past, and even some aspects of our own bodies. Worrying about these uncontrollable factors only drains our energy and leads to unnecessary suffering. Instead, Epictetus encourages us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions to external events. By embracing the dichotomy of control, you free yourself from the tyranny of external circumstances. You become the captain of your own ship, navigating life's challenges with grace and resilience. Letting go of the need to control everything, you find inner peace and serenity, even amidst life's inevitable storms. Principle number 2, acceptance of external events. Epictetus said, "Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves." In a world where material possessions, social status, and external success often dominate our goals, Epictetus reminds us of the importance of finding good within ourselves. This second Stoic principle revolves around accepting both pleasant and unpleasant external events with equanimity and recognizing our true source of happiness from within. We all face situations we'd prefer to avoid: loss, failure, rejection, and disappointment. While these events can be painful and unsettling, Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes not from external circumstances, but from our internal state of mind. Picture a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. He doesn't lament the parts he removes, but instead focuses on revealing the masterpiece within. In the same way, we should view life's challenges as opportunities for inner growth and self-discovery. Epictetus urges us to accept both the good and the bad as part of the human experience. By doing so, we free ourselves from the emotional roller coaster that external events often trigger. We learn to find contentment and joy from within, no matter the circumstances. This acceptance does not imply passivity or resignation, but rather an empowered approach to life. Facing challenges head-on, making wise choices, and leaving the rest to fate. In this way, you cultivate resilience and experience profound inner peace. Principle number 3, control of emotions. Epictetus stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." emotions can be powerful and overwhelming, often leading us to make impulsive decisions or clouding our judgment. Epictetus believed that mastering our emotions is key to achieving true freedom. The third Stoic principle, control of emotions, teaches us to become masters of our emotional responses. Consider your mind as a charioteer steering a team of horses. The horses represent your emotions, while you, the charioteer, symbolize your rational mind. If the horses run wild, they may lead you astray. But if you learn to control them, you can guide your life with wisdom and purpose. Epictetus encourages us to develop emotional resilience by reflecting on our reactions to external events. When facing adversity or provocation, pause and reflect before reacting. Are your emotions taking control? Can you respond with reason and composure instead of impulsiveness? This principle does not call for suppressing emotions, but rather understanding and channeling them effectively. Emotions can be valuable indicators of our values and priorities. They can fuel our determination and passion. By controlling them, we harness their power for positive change, avoiding the trap of becoming their slaves. As you gain mastery over your emotions, you'll experience a deep sense of freedom. You will no longer be tossed around by the storms of anger, fear, or desire. Instead, you will steer your emotional ship with grace and resilience. Principle number 4, the power of choice. Epictetus said, "In our power are thought, impulse, will to get, and will to avoid." The fourth Stoic principle, according to Epictetus, is the recognition of the power of choice. He believed that true freedom lies in our ability to choose our thoughts, desires, and actions. By exercising this power wisely, we can shape our destiny and achieve lasting happiness. Consider your thoughts, desires, and actions as the raw materials with which you construct the architecture of your life. Just as a skilled architect plans and builds a structure, you possess the ability to design your life in alignment with your values and principles. Epictetus emphasizes the importance of aligning your choices with your highest ideals. When faced with a decision, ask yourself, does this choice reflect my core values? Will it lead me closer to a life of virtue and happiness? Your choices should be a reflection of your true self, not influenced by external pressures or fleeting desires. The power of choice also extends beyond our actions to our thoughts and attitudes. You can choose how to interpret events, whether positively or negatively. You have the ability to respond to adversity with resilience and courage, instead of succumbing to despair. By acknowledging the power of choice, you become the architect of your destiny. You shape your character, determine your path, and find meaning in every decision. With this principle, nothing external can truly affect you because you choose how to respond in alignment with your values and aspirations. Principle number 5, living in the present moment. Epictetus said, "Let silence be your general rule, or say only what is necessary and in few words." In a world brimming with distractions and noise, it's easy to lose sight of the present moment. The fifth Stoic principle, as laid out by Epictetus, emphasizes the importance of living in the here and now. Practicing mindfulness, silence, and simplicity helps cultivate inner peace. Picture yourself standing in the middle of a bustling market, surrounded by a cacophony of voices, sights, and sounds. The chaos can be overwhelming, making it easy to feel lost. But if you learn to focus on the present moment, the noise fades into the background, and you discover a deep sense of tranquility. Epictetus advises us to practice silence, speaking only when necessary. This isn't about silencing ourselves, but about using words thoughtfully and wisely. By doing so, we cultivate stillness and clarity within, which allows us to face life's challenges with wisdom and composure. Living in the present moment also requires letting go of regrets about the past and anxieties about the future. The past is beyond our control, and the future is uncertain. What we possess is the here and now. By fully engaging with the present, we can make the most of each moment and embrace the richness of life. This principle teaches us that inner peace is not dependent on external factors, but is a state of mind that we can nurture through mindfulness and simplicity. By living in the present, you find serenity and contentment amidst life's noise and chaos. Principle number 6, practicing gratitude. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." In a culture that often places more emphasis on what we lack rather than on what we have, Epictetus reminds us of the profound power of gratitude. The 6th Stoic principle encourages us to find joy and contentment in life's simple pleasures and to appreciate what we already possess. Imagine a person who constantly craves more wealth, more possessions, more status. They are perpetually chasing what they do not have, often at the expense of their present happiness. In contrast, the wise person acknowledges and celebrates the abundance already present in their life. Practicing gratitude is about shifting your focus from what's missing to what's abundant. It involves recognizing the beauty in everyday experiences, the love of friends and family, and the gift of life itself. When you practice gratitude, you realize that happiness isn't derived from accumulating more, but from appreciating what you already have. Epictetus advises us to avoid comparing ourselves to others, as this often leads to envy and dissatisfaction. Instead, he encourages us to compare ourselves to our former selves, appreciating the progress and growth we've made over time. Gratitude serves as a powerful antidote to negative emotions and is a key to lasting happiness. When practiced consistently, it diminishes the impact of external circumstances on our well-being, and we come to realize that joy and contentment stem from within. Principle number 7, embracing adversity. Epictetus said, "Disease is an impediment to the body, but not to the will, unless the will itself chooses." The final Stoic principle, according to Epictetus, is the art of embracing adversity. He believed that challenges and setbacks aren't hindrances, but rather opportunities for growth and self-improvement. By adopting this mindset, we become resilient and unshakable in the face of life's trials. Imagine a tree in the midst of a storm. As the winds blow and the branches sway, the tree's roots dig deeper into the earth, anchoring it firmly. The storm, rather than weakening the tree, strengthens it. Similarly, adversity can either break us or make us stronger, depending on how we choose to respond. Epictetus teaches that adversity is an opportunity to improve our character. When we face challenges, we have the chance to practice the Stoic principles: the dichotomy of control, acceptance of external events, control of emotions, the power of choice, living in the present moment, and practicing gratitude. Instead of complaining or resigning ourselves to suffering, we can ask ourselves, how can I respond to this challenge in a way that aligns with my values and principles? By doing this, we transform adversity into a stepping stone for personal growth and inner strength. This principle highlights the importance of resilience, as no one is exempt from difficulties in life. By embracing these challenges as opportunities, we become unshakable in the face of life's storms. Adversity becomes our teacher, guiding us toward greater wisdom and strength. In the teachings of Epictetus, we find a guide to a life of unwavering inner peace and resilience. The 7 Stoic principles, the dichotomy of control, acceptance of external events, control of emotions, the power of choice, living in the present moment, practicing gratitude, and embracing adversity, provide the foundation upon which we can build a life of virtue and fulfillment. As you integrate these principles into your life, you become the master of your destiny. Unswayed by external forces, you find solace in the present moment, joy in gratitude, and strength to face adversity with grace. Ultimately, you embody the ideal Stoic, one whose happiness and freedom are truly unshakable. So, as you embark on your journey to apply these Stoic principles, remember that the power to change and grow lies within you. Epictetus and the Stoic philosophers have illuminated the path, but it is you who must walk it. Embrace these principles with an open heart and steadfast spirit, and you will find that nothing can disturb your inner peace and happiness. You will become the master of your fate, the captain of your soul, and a beacon of inspiration for others on their own journey toward wisdom.